Hello everyone, welcome to our Sons of the Forest Survival Guide. We are exploring the food and dining bunker today, which is kind of like a story progression quest, so if you're not ready to proceed the story or see spoilers, maybe skip this video until you're ready. But if you want to get to this area, you'll get the GPS coordinates as you kind of progress through the game, but the area itself is right here. It's that green strobing circle, and it's basically like just north of like kind of like that lake with the island in it. And you'll find this cave, and you're gonna need to go inside. And that's what we're gonna do right now. Now the food and dining bunker, it has a few items that are worth picking up. Make sure you don't miss them. It's supposed to like a few lore items, and there's also quite a boss fight in here as well. So come prepared for a fight because it's a little bit of a spooky one. I'll be honest. At least I found it rather unnerving. But basically, we are going to enter this cave, and we're just going to kind of carefully go down because I can't be bothered to walk down the various ramps. But feel free to walk down the ramps. You don't have to risk your life just to take a shortcut. But we're going to kind of just hurry up past here, go through these bats, and then we're going to get to the actual bunker entrance, which is right here, food and dining, ooh, ah. And to proceed deeper into the bunker, you also need the maintenance keycard, again, which you'll get if you are following the story. So, yeah, so kind of keep that in mind. Now, the food bunker itself is really nice because you can pick up, like, these food items and, like, just have them in storage for, like, to add to your storage. So if you're ever getting low on food, just, like, make a few trips here, like, like, save and come back for them to respawn and all that. And you can get yourself some cereal and some noodle cups and, keep yourself relatively fed. Now, the first item that you're going to want to, like, keep an eye out for are these crossbow bolts. And you'll find them kind of, like, throughout the bunker. Pick them up as you can, or as many as you can. And then you'll also find some lore items. This one here is our first one. It is an email. It says, "Thought you might find this interesting. We're calling it Artifact 1. Might be related to that cube you found. HL." So that is a picture of like an interesting looking structure. And I can't help but wonder if like this is a hint to like either, further information, like further content in the game, or maybe like even a hint of the next game to come. Don't know. Or it's just, stuff that doesn't mean anything really. So that's kind of like something to pick up. Make sure you pick up the crossbow bolts. There's nothing really here in this room, but feel free to look at the bodies if you like, or eat some of these questionable meat cubes. Now to proceed, this is what I was talking about, where you need the key card. You're gonna come up to this door. You'll need the maintenance key card, which we happen to have, and you're gonna enter the hydroponics area. Now the thing about this particular room is that let's see, what do I want to use? Is that there are enemies in here. I guess we'll just go ham. And there's babies in the first room, and then there is a fingers kind of like lurking deeper. So we're kind of just going to proceed past here. Feel free to look at the different plants that are growing in here if you like, but we're going to start killing some babies. As best we can. You would come at me right as I come around the corner. And then where's our last one? I think there's like another one in here somewhere. Oh, there you are. Thought I heard you. Alright. Now, for our fingers friend, why don't we just pull out a good old shotty for him. Now, before you leave this room, you'll find a handy-dandy crossbow laying next to this dead body. So feel free to grab that. There's some, like, food. There's, like, some whatever this plant is. So we're going to pick that up. Ooh. And the crossbow is kind of nice because it does, like, let you shoot things, like, one-handed. Like, I could have my flashlight out. Oh, hi there. I could have my flashlight out while using this, which is really nice. And it's pretty quick to, like, reload, too. Just do a quick little whirly whirl, boom, and done. So it's pretty good. The damage is like decent. I think it's better than like the normal bow, like the one that you craft, like the wooden bow. But it's nothing kind of, it's not going to replace like your shotgun, for example, or even like a high tier melee weapon, in my opinion, anyway. But you might want to use it all the same. Now, before you leave the room, and after you pick up the crossbow, again, there's a few more bolts right here. We'll pick up what we can, and when we proceed here, there's a fingers in here. I'm not quite sure where he is currently. Sometimes I found him like lingering against the door once. Sometimes he's like deeper to that dark, very, very dark room over there. So kind of keep your eye out because he could be lurking anywhere. All right, and there's always obviously some more crossbow bolts if you're out. All right, where are you? Oh, there you are. Hello, friend. Are you stuck there now? Works for me, man. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, once you get to this room, there are like a few crates, so feel free to explore. You might find some items that you need. I'm pretty good on like all my stuff, but you know, you might find something that you might need. We're just making sure that I'm all chopped up. You know what? Let's grab this too because we're glitching into the wall. I'll quick add that, to be honest. Actually, you know what? We're gonna switch here because there is a boss fight as well. And oh, that was silly of me. Let's actually wear it. Thanks. Oh, I did actually make it. Never mind. Let's not do that. It's gonna be way too long. We're just gonna go with our creepy armor then. But basically, there is a boss fight at the end of this food bunker. So you know, come prepared with a decent amount of weapons and some armor, because you'll see who the enemies are, but they can be pretty tough. Now, from here on, at least till you get to the boss fight, it's pretty easy going. You're just going to proceed to these flooded rooms. There aren't really any items like in these flooded parts until you get to a certain section, which, you know, I'll just show you when we get there. But basically, you're just going to kind of swim around, trying to get around, like, these things have moved, so you kind of have to find, like, the right path to get to where you got to get to. So you just kind of swim around the obstacles. And I was really worried when I saw this. I was like, oh man, I'm seeing like electricity. I'm gonna like die of electricity. No, that doesn't happen. You don't have to worry about that. Alright, we're just gonna keep on going. Alright, now, when you get to this, you'll see this really bright door. And you don't want to go there just yet because it is locked. You actually need to find another door that is, it's like on this side. It's really hard to see because it's like right where it's like super dark. There we go. It's really easy. I mean, I swam right past it, so you can kind of see if we just swim up here real fast. There's like this dead body, and then there's a key card, and you need a key card to get to it. But the key card that you need is back over here, which is this door. That's not this door right here. So we're just gonna go in here. And you literally kind of just follow, you know, the halls until you get to this kind of like surveillance area. And if you want, you might be able to like put like a tent down here and save, because there is a boss fight right after this. So not a bad idea to do that if you're worried about, you know, having to do all the progress again and all that. But we are going to get some items here. I'm contemplating, because it's a pretty tough boss fight, so I might just do that myself, to be honest. Better safe than sorry, right? So we'll quick do that. We're gonna save. There we go. Alright, so that is nice and saved now. Now, there are quite a few things to gather in this room, and just to look at. But we're going to start just kind of go in a circle. The first is this laptop. We'll grab the cords, and we see that it's for the residential bunker. So don't forget about that, because that will lead you kind of like into the next story part of the game. There's some drink here. Feel free to drink it, you know, or take it for your oops, there we go. For your supplies and all that. Secondly, we have a lore item right here, which is another email, which reads, one more of Artifact 2. Think they are related to the cube, but we see like there's like this weird little symbol. I'm not quite sure if that's like a brain or what that is, to be honest, so pretty curious about that one. Now, the last item that we need is the keycard itself, which is right here, and we'll see that it is, dun dun dun, a keycard for Virginia Puffton. So, you know what? That Virginia, she's Puffton. if you didn't know that. So, and then if we kind of just like look around, there are things to look at. There's like this little like tabloid that's like, wild story, plane crash survivor claims pharmaceutical company experimenting on mutated humans. And considering that he's like linked to a pharmaceutical company, I'm wondering if like the devs will eventually kind of go like, you know, Umbrella Corps with this, where it's like, oh, now it's like out in the cities, which could be like really interesting and very different from, you know, the games they've made so far. So, you know, very curious to see if that's ever a thing, if that's a direction they choose to take. Now, if we look at these, we can see kind of like what's been happening. Like there's this party going on, right? And everybody's like, oh, we're normal, we're talking, we're having a good time. And then weird things happen. They split and they turn into the little demon puffy things that we've been fighting throughout the game. So it's like we know now that those came from here. And whatever it is that happened to them, you know, we don't know quite how this transition happened, but it happened. And even more so, we see that the Puffdens themselves have been turned into those things. We see like Mrs. Puffden here in the corner, and then Mr. Puffden there in the center, kind of like just talking, and they're all just like normal, but it's like happens to all their guests. So it's like, what happened? You know, like what triggered that? I don't know, but that is what happened to them. And I think from there you can kind of guess perhaps what our fight here is looking like. So, and that's where we're gonna head. We have the key card now to go to that room where they were all in, the little like event room, the dining room. And that's what we're gonna do. So, for this fight, I'm just gonna kind of before we, you know, get in there, we're not gonna need a flashlight 'cause it's pretty brightly lit in there. I would recommend having some armor on, because these two enemies are fast, and they're a little bit stronger than your typical puffies. So, and they're like really creepy looking. I'm not gonna lie, like they run fast. They're like creepy. So having some armor on, not a bad idea. I'm gonna have the shotgun out. I like the shotgun. You can also go. Actually, maybe I'll just start with grenades first. To be honest, I like using grenades because if you can, they're really fast, so it's hard to hit them with grenades. But I managed to kill one of them with them, so I'm gonna, in my like previous little test run. So I'm gonna start with that, and then we're gonna switch to the shotty. You definitely want to come with some pretty gosh darn good weapons for this fight, because they hit hard, they hit fast, they have a lot of like swipes that they can do. So, and if they get you cornered, it's basically lights out. So, we're going to go ahead and proceed. So first things first, we have a little cutscene that we have to watch. So let's go ahead and watch it. Alright, so now we have the actual fight. Which I thought I had my grenades out and decided to put them away again. No. Nope. Oh, see how they move? It's so creepy. I hate it. Wow. Not having too much luck with it this time. Did that one go? Nah, he's still alive. No. Leave me alone. Oh, lights out for me. See that? See how they like leapfrog? That's so creepy. But this is why I definitely recommend saving beforehand. Alright, let's see where they left us. Sludge. Oh, we're in the room with like all the guys. Alright, I'm gonna pause right here so you guys don't have to like watch me run all the way back there. And we're gonna go for it again. Alright, we have made it back. I quick made some tech armor because I forgot that I had some of those pieces. So we did that. I also made a sticky bomb because I was just like, I'm just kind of curious. I want to just a little experiment, you know. And I'm just gonna put it right there. And let's see. Oh, apparently there's a very big radius. Good to know. I don't even see them. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Never mind. They're being creepy over there. All right, let's make another one and actually do this time. So, all right, we're going to need that, and we're going to need this, and we're going to need that, and then we need some 5 coins, which I should have. One more. There we go. So the nice thing is we don't have to sit through that cutscene again. All right, let's equip this, and we're gonna throw it right there. Excuse me. All right, that took. Well, I mean, maybe took one out. We're gonna go with the shotty this time. Oh nope, she's still alive. Did she just? No, surely she didn't, like, just drown. No, okay, I was gonna say, like, no way did she just, like, drown herself. Alright, well, look at them just, like, leaping everywhere. Oh my god. They're so creepy. And I think it's because, like, you can clearly see that, like, they were, you know, they were once people. And, like, their faces are all, messed up as well. Like, I hate it. Oh, hi. Oh, she, like, threw me in the air. I'll be honest, I don't know if this is, like, the greatest location. But you can see that they're definitely, like, stronger than most puffies, because I've shot them a decent amount of times with my, you know what, I'm gonna use some slug ammo for these guys. Oh, no, 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 no. Shoot me in the butt, sorry. Just in case. Alright, so that's one down. Oh, hi. You're coming in now. That's Mrs. Pufferton out of the way. I would love to get some headshots on these guys, but he's having some difficulties with the door. Hi. Alright, that's it. That's the Puffertons. Done. So, you know, do what you will. You could, like, if I did this properly, and I could, like, potentially get this place all, like, trapped up, and then when they come in here, they could, like, die immediately. So that's certainly a way to go about that. And then once you kill them, you are free to explore the area, and I highly recommend you do, because there is, like, a few lore items in here, as well as one more item that you should pick up. So let's kind of go through. The first is, like, you should just, like, look at this table, because, like, it's a spooky table. Like, clearly some terrible things happened. You know, they were eating this spooky food. Like, here we go. We have, like, this right here. We have the Barbara Puffton sign. That's where she sat. And then we have, can you stop looking at it? And then we have our Edward Puffton side, or sign, so he was sitting there. And there's, like, other names, too, that I can't quite see. I'm sure other people have, and they can let me know in the comments who else was here. But if you see, we also have Virginia Puffton's here. It looks like she wasn't here, though, or something, because she still has, like, food on her plate, whereas everybody else doesn't. So I'm wondering, like, I don't know if it was, like, the food that made them, like, mutate, or, like, what happened. I don't know the story behind that yet. But we have, like this creepy creature. I call this cat dog, because it's literally cat dog. And then, you know, we have a lore piece right here, this email that says, Hank, we have wasted another full afternoon and still have been unable to find any trace of the golf balls. This is entirely unacceptable. Additionally, not getting a response to any of these emails is extremely unprofessional. Neither myself nor my brother are happy with how we are being treated, Miles Goldstein, which is just kind of like an ongoing joke about these golf balls. So, you know, there's that. And there's the fingers right here, too. Creepy, creepy. But they all have, like, these weird little food things. And then you notice, too, that, like, obviously this was, like, a New Year's Day or something. Or so, if it wasn't New Year's, they were counting down to something, because there is, like, a little countdown thing. And then it looks like, I don't know if it's, like, some survivors or something that didn't happen, because it looks like they barricaded that door for whatever reason. Now, if we keep searching through this area, I believe I know there's, like, there's the countdown I was talking about, like, days, hours, minutes. So, you know, there's that. There's some food here, if you need it. We'll take a quick little, sippy sip. See, now this looks slightly more appetizing, I would say. Slightly. It's a little bit too fancy for my tastes. But yeah. Very this person was in timeout. Whoever sat there. So if we go over here though, there's a letter. I believe it's on one of these tables. I think it's on this one. Yes, there's a letter here which I find very interesting, and it reads, "Hi Barbara, it was great to see you last night. It's so bizarre that Ed built this place based on some crazy vision he had. I am so sorry you have to deal with this. Let's meet again soon. Doris." So of course her name is Doris. Which I find interesting because it sounds like the wife was like not too pleased about this, which I mean, can't blame her. Can't blame her at all. I mean, look what happened, right? So, you know, there's that's happening. And then the last item that you need to grab before you go is right here. That is Virginia's dress, which you can give to her, and hopefully we will if she shows up for us. We can hand that off to her, and I believe I carved these guys up, right? Because I don't want to... Oh, they disappeared. Never mind. They have vamoosed. So, once you finish the boss fight, you are able to proceed further on. We're going to basically... We have our little respirator on. We're going to go ahead and dive into the water. It's a little hard to see, because it's very dark in here, and we don't really have a light source, but you're basically just going to kind of follow this cave. And at this point, there are like a few more enemies. We're going to just run right past them, though, because it's very easy to do so. And we're going to eventually leave the cave. But that is basically it. So that's the food and dining bunker. It gets you some, a new weapon, some ammo for that weapon, a little bit of lore to tell you kind of like some stuff that was going on behind the scenes. Let me see if I can pull out my flashlight. If I get a chance. It's so dark. Okay, I think we're out now. There we go. So there's going to be some babies right here. We're just going to run right past them. Oh, or a puppy. Puppies, and babies. Hello, hello. Alright, so we're just going to run through. We're going to jump down here. And we're just going to keep on keeping on. So like very interesting like that. Then you have like, Virginia's dress. You have the boss fight. You find out what happened to the Pumertons. Kind of like, reap what you sow kind of situation, because I imagine that the experiments they were running here were probably not, above board. So that's that, and then we can exit right here. Ooh, it's nighttime, and it is winter, and it is dark and spooky, and I am freezing to death. Hello, flashlight. Wait. I dislike that it forgets that I'm not using my flashlight. There we go. So we have come out to these lovely people. And then I don't know if Virginia is anywhere near us or not, but she's over there. All right, we'll probably see her in her outfit next time then. But that is the food and bunker walkthrough quest area, whatever you want to call it. The boss fight, a little bit tough, just because there are two of them. They move really fast, they hit super hard, they have a lot of health. So bring, some armor. I think the tech armor definitely helped me out there. And if you can set up that room with the appropriate traps, that would definitely probably take them down significantly, I would say. And then clearly the shotgun was really nice for that particular fight. So hopefully you found that helpful. At the very least, some locations of some new items, which is always amazing. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.